Morning. Hey,
I
everybody,
woke
guess
up.
what? We're live. We were here to talk with Gail about Lindamood-Bell Learning Center, which is coming to our area soon. And I have just been talking with her. There's so much to learn. We want to chat with her to learn, share it with you. Gail, how's it going this morning? We were just talking about allergies before we connected.
Yeah, no, it's going well. I'm glad it's the calm after the storm, I guess, right
Yes,
now. So no
yes.
complaints.
Right. So let's talk about this learning center that's coming to our area. Tell us more about that because, as you and I were just talking before we went live here, there's so many kids who have maybe a little bit of gap in their education because the last 2 years have been, difficult for some students, for those who maybe need more in-class learning instruction. And tell me what you guys do.
All right, so I'll give you the big picture because there's a lot that we do. So
Yeah.
we work with students of all ages. So we work with kids as young as 4 years old all the way up through adults. And what we do is we identify the strengths and weaknesses in their learning profiles to figure out what's causing them to struggle to reach their full potential. So when we're talking about what's gone on in the past few years, for example, if you have kids who were in kindergarten, first grade, second grade, and missed out on so much of that key direct reading instruction, we work with those students to be able to figure out how to close a learning gap in a short period of time. So, for example, we're coming this summer and we have 2 months. And in 2 months, we've seen that we're able to close a 1 to 2 year learning gap in our students when they come for an intensive period of summer instruction, kind of like a learning camp.
Mm-hmm.
But then we also work with older students. I found that in the last few years, middle schoolers were in a really tricky position because they missed out on that fourth and fifth grade year where they developed those skills for independence. And going into middle school without that ability to learn independently was really challenging for them. So we've seen a lot more of those students as well in our learning centers. And then we work with high school and college age students and adults who have different goals. So it's not always about looking for weaknesses to remediate. It's also about helping people accelerate their learning, reach their goals, and reach their full potential.
Yeah, which is so key right now, especially if you feel like you do have those gaps, or even college students, because some of them, their last couple of years of high school but have not been normal,
Yeah.
and maybe trying to learn those skills for college, they didn't quite get as well. So tell us more about the center, where it's going to be located, and where you're opening.
Sure. So we are going to be located in Brentwood. The address will be confirmed hopefully by the end of this week. We're working out a few things, but we're very excited to join that community and to be accessible to both the Nashville area and then Williamson County. We are currently offering online services, so online evaluations and online instruction, which we have been doing since 2015. So this isn't a new thing for us. But we'll be opening for in-person evaluations and instruction from June 6th. So we're very excited to come and see everyone face to face.
That's just around the corner. You'll be here
Yeah.
before we know it.
Yeah, I was
So
actually just at the building yesterday. It's looking great.
Well, so if people are interested, tell them how they can learn more and maybe try out one of these online evaluations.
Sure. So you can find all of the information about us on our website, lindamood-bell.com. There is a Nashville Learning Center page. I will actually be hosting an information session about our instruction, a chance for people to drop into a Zoom meeting, ask questions, learn more about our approach and how we work with our students. So I'll be doing that April 6th at 2 p.m. I don't know if I can chat a link to our web page.
Yes, let's do that.
To everyone, if that's helpful. So I'm chatting that in there. I hope everyone's able to see that link that I just sent along. But that will be an opportunity where parents can drop in, professionals can drop in, talk about specific profiles of students, because we do work with such a broad variety of people. And what allows us to do that is that evaluation where we can get a really clear picture of their learning profile. So we use a battery of standardized tests to break reading and comprehension and language processing apart into very little pieces so that we can figure out the full breadth of someone's profile, where the weaknesses are, but where the strengths are as well, to be able to help them work towards their potential. And then the other thing that allows us to be so successful with all of these different profiles is that all of our instruction is one-to-one. So we're able to update the lesson plans, update the needs as progress is made and for that specific individual.
Right. I love that, because that is so important, I think, as having 3 children myself, and they all learn differently and they all have different ways that worked. And when you help them in school, you couldn't study with one the same way you helped the other one because it was completely different. So I appreciate that you guys are doing that. I'm going to put the link here. It's visible so everyone can see it. You can go check it out. And thanks again for joining us this morning.
Yeah, it's a pleasure. I'm really excited to have the chance to meet the families, the students in our community. I'm newly relocated to this area, so I'm very excited to learn more about how we can help the families here and help the kids and adults really succeed.
Yes. Well, I think that's so important. Thanks again. We're going to put the link up here so you guys will have it, and we'll see you soon.